So today we're going to be making Whacky cake from the Chicken Soup for the Soul cookbook. And it's Whacky Christmas Eve cake. Now, nothing says Christmas to me like Harry Connick Jr.'s iconic CD that I used to bake by all the time. But unfortunately, I can't play that. I'm going to get a copyright strike. So put on your own Christmas music at home as you bake this cake. I'm going to have to bake in the sound of silence. I'm definitely not going to be able to bake in this poofy sweatshirt. So I'm going to have to change. Give me a minute. Yeah, I definitely need to fix my hair for this. And I'm going to put on this apron. Maybe. This apron that my Aunt Carolyn made me several decades ago. Now let's begin making the Whacky cake that they have on Christmas Eve. Only we're having it in October, and this is a wacky month. So I think it's deserving of Whacky cake. I've got my main ingredients, which I actually had sitting on the stove, so we're going to begin. X though, I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. And then I'm going to grease this 8x8 baking pan. A Whacky square cake. Well, I think this cake might be wacky because it just says to just put all the ingredients in a bowl and mix it. So there are no steps. 1.5 cups flour, 1 cup sugar, a 1/4 cup cocoa mix, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Go out there and be the salt of the earth. We need more salt. The precious vanilla bean, 1 tablespoon of that, which is becoming more expensive than, good grief, I don't know what, illicit drugs. A tablespoon of vinegar, and I am using apple cider vinegar, because God knows where my white vinegar would be. Hope it's the same. A cup of water. This isn't just any water. I put a few drops of holy water in it. No, I'm just kidding. Holy Whacky cake. And a 1/3 cup of, you guessed it, this is the last ingredient, vegetable oil. All right. Now we all know there's a difference between liquid measuring cups and dry measuring cups. I hope we learned that in home ec. When you're working in a small kitchen like this, it's best to put away things as you go. I'm going to cheat today and use the electric mixer. I guess I can turn up the Christmas music and maybe you won't hear it and I won't get a copyright strike. Just hear the sleigh bells ringing. All right, I've mixed this up pretty good. No guarantees on this cake. Put it in the pan, put it in the oven, and then we're off to read about the Christmas Eve traditions of this family in our Chicken Soup for the Soul cookbook. Well, it's a little watery, but it is a cake mix. The oven is preheated to 350, and we are supposed to cook this for 30 minutes. Put it in the center. I, however, am going to set the timer for 25 just to pop in and check on it. There we go. Not too bad. Tastes kind of like a cake mix. Did your mama let you lick the spatula or the spoon? Today's story and recipe from Chicken Soup for the Soul Cookbook is titled Christmas Eve, and it was sent in by Anne Hyatt. It is said by an anonymous source that the miracle of Christmas is the gift of love. One of our family's Christmas traditions is a festive gathering and program on Christmas Eve. We each perform in order from youngest to oldest, with the final number being the Christmas story read from the Bible by Grandma. Over the years, we've had dancers, singers, and players of almost every instrument, poetry readings, and our own unique comic rendition of the 12 Days of Christmas. We always include a few sing-along numbers as a group that range from traditional Christmas and winter songs to Santa and the Gang favorites, to more sacred interpretations of the birth of Jesus. Through the innocent delight of the children present, we are able to enter the new and intriguing world they see and hear. For instance, Round Yon Virgin becomes Round John Virgin. Cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes becomes cattle are glowing, the poor baby breaks. Far, far away on Judea's plains becomes far, far away on Judy's plates. And Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer has a pain-in-the-neck friend named Olive. She was discovered in a Christmas drawing when a child presented his picture of Rudolph and his friends, and there was a straggler reindeer behind the rest with an olive green nose. When I asked who that was, the response was Olive, the other reindeer. Seeing the blank look on our faces, he added, "You know, the one who used to laugh and call him names." When the program ends, we all kneel in prayer, and then all the socks are hung by the chimney, chairs, piano, and anything else we could find to hang stockings from with care. Then moms and dads head for the kitchen to cook, and all the children make plans when to stand in front of their parents' room on Christmas morning to sing at the top of their lungs. Little Tom Tinker sat on a clinker and he began to cry, "Ma, Pa, poor little innocent guy." The children know they can't empty their stockings until everyone is lined up to open their presents together. They are truly motivated singers. After all the plans are made and one Christmas Eve present is opened by each child, we all stuff ourselves on the homemade goodies and then retire to bed. The older kids and adults play cards, waiting for all the children to go to sleep so the wrapping can begin. Here are some of our family's favorite recipes: a punch used at many family get-togethers, 2 desserts popular with younger and older kids, and a family favorite holiday cake. And that is what we have in the oven. Christmas in October, Whacky Halloween Christmas cake. Chicken Soup for the Soul, sent in by Anne Hyatt. And boy, makes me look forward to Christmas. I hope it does to you as well. I got my dishes done. Now I'm going to head to go do another few readings today. It's going to be short today because I've baked this cake and I've read a children's book. So we're going to just go to Marcus and Me, God and Me, and a ghost story. Hanging up the apron, folks. I can get it off my head. So I've started divvying up this cake and cutting it. It's pretty light and fluffy. We're going to put a piece on a plate and we're going to try it. Maybe I should have waited for it to cool. It looks a little red, but it's not, believe me. I'm going to put a little bit of powdered sugar in it. Right now, this cake is still warm and it's kind of falling apart. But maybe that's why it's called Whacky, I don't know. It's definitely falling apart. not a real sweet cake. I think you definitely need powdered sugar or some kind of icing on it. See what it's like later. I'll have to get back to you all because I want to post this video. All in all, it's not a bad cake. It's fairly easy to make. Might not be what you're used to, but you know, everything ain't for everybody. But it is chocolate tasting cake. You might want to put it in the fridge. Maybe that'll solidify it a little more. Merry Christmas. Happy Halloween. Happy Wacky Cake Day.